Radio Raheem here with John Molina. You know, John, I think you would agree 14 was a tough year for you. You took some tough losses in the ring, and then you have the opportunity to kind of debut to 2015 on a co-weight main event on a major network. Network television boxing is something we haven't seen in quite some time. You being on a fight like this, talk to me about how you feel this fight came along and how you got this spot.
Well, I have the best manager in the world, Haymon, and I believe the fans have kept me relevant. Because granted, those were losses in 2014, but the way I lost, they were actually victories. Especially when you have a fight like me and Lucas Matisse. I wouldn't say so much the Humberto Soto fight, but with the Matisse fight, I think that I stuck in the heads of all the fans across the world that know what I bring to the table. And when you have a guy as braggadocious and as outgoing as Adrien Broner, they want to see someone get in there and punish him.
Now, you guys both have the same manager. He's got Haymon as well, and it would seem like they're still trying to make Adrien Broner like a household name. They're still hoping that he can carry the flag. So are you at all concerned that they've put you in as an opponent and no longer as a star? Well,
that's one way of looking at it, but I mean, I don't think so. I'm in and behind the scenes on what's going on. I'm in a family, quote-unquote, with Haymon where I believe that he looks out for all his fighters. So, again, that can be one perspective of one individual like yourself, but my perspective is it's a dogfight, and it's going to be a toss-up because it's going to be two warriors in that ring. Adrien Broner is a good fighter. I feel like I'm a hell of a brawler, so it's going to be a great fight.
Now, someone like me and a lot of boxing fans know that it'll be a dogfight. They know you bring to the table. And I'm not suggesting that you're not a hell of a fighter and always game. So when you get into a situation like this, so many fans will be brought to the sport that haven't been following your career or haven't been as fan favorites of boxing. So it's an opportunity for you to introduce yourself to them. How are you going to introduce yourself on March 7th, and what will the new boxing fans learn about John Molina?
In a big way. We're going back to prime time, and I'm an old school fighter, if you will, the way I fight. So to me, I think the fans are going to get exactly that, a fight. I'm not going to sit in there and try to outpoint the guy. That's not my forte. It's never been my whole career. I'm not going to sit there and try to outpoint somebody. I'm going to go in there and knock you out. That's what I do. And I mean, you got me fired up right now. I want to fight right now. I just can't wait for March 7th, and the fans are going to really get a treat that night because you have stylistically two different sides of the spectrum when it comes to fighting. You have Adrien Broner, who's more of the flashy, outgoing guy. He's fast-handed, gifted in the ring, and you have me as like the Mack truck that's going to come forward and throw a million punches and take two a year to land my one. So I think the fans are going to get an old school fight, and we both know what happened in Rocky and Apollo in Part 2. So.
Now you're back with Goosen in your corner, and Adrien Broner's not undefeated either. Like we've seen him lose. So are you going in there just to do what you do as John Molina, or are you and Goosen kind of game planning for his weaknesses?
Well, we have a game plan which will be revealed March 7th, and we work diligently on. But with that being said, we're preparing myself. We know that the best John Molina Jr. is an in-shape John Molina Jr. I'm in the best shape of my life right now. So we're very excited for March 7th, and I think everyone knows what I'm going to bring to the table. I know what Adrien Broner is going to bring to the table, or at least have an idea of what he's going to bring to the table as far as I'm preparing for the best Adrien Broner. So I'm excited. I mean, sometimes, like I always say, I wish I could put on autopilot and watch it from the front row because it's going to be a hell of a fight.
You know, boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical. Coming through what you did in 2014 and getting ready for a spotlight like this, talk to me about the mental journey. Like, what was it like for you to have to deal with those challenges in 14, not have them come out the way you wanted, and then get up for a fight like this, what could really be a make-or-break fight for you?
Again, you don't think too much into make or break. You don't think into too much of Crossroad. You don't think too much of NBC. You don't think into that. You'd be a rookie if you did that. You think of it as a fight. I'm in there to be in a dogfight. That's what my main preparation is for. That's what my main focus is on. You don't look at different angles and try to psych yourself out. That's not what you do. If you do that, you're fooling yourself. Am I excited? Absolutely. Is it a huge platform? Yes. Are we going to go out there and be the best John Molina Jr. that we can be? Absolutely. And March 7th, the world's going to get a treat.
You said you're not going to go out there to outpoint Adrien Broner. Does that mean obviously you're looking for the knockout, and can you get it?
I believe so. I mean, I think my power speaks for itself, and March 7th, the world will get the answer to that question. And no, I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to out-jab Adrien Broner. That's not going to happen. I mean, I always said, does he have quicker hands than me? Of course. But I have my gifts that I excel in. He has his gifts that he excels in, and we're going to see who comes out on top March 7th.
And lastly, John, you know, Lucas Matisse has got a hell of a fight in front of him as well. It looks like you're both slated for wars here in the next coming months. If you're both successful, this fight turns out the way you expect it to, is that a rematch that you're still chasing? Is that unfinished business for you?
I don't say chasing, but it's a rematch I think the world deserves. I think it's a rematch that the fans deserve, and it's a rematch that I think I deserve. So I think why not? You have Alvarado Rios, you had Vasquez, Marquez. I mean, I think this falls in suit with that.
John, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Radio Raheem with John Molina.